Hey guys, welcome to Stonehearth Alpha 6 with me, Banto. So we're gonna start out a new game here. I ran into a lot of problems once again with the current alpha version. So we're gonna start out basically and do some things a little bit differently and try to avoid some of the potential bugs in the game. So we do not have to do this as often as I have been having to do a lot of the times. So let's start out with putting down my banner. So this is where our town is going to start for people who haven't played this game before. So we're basically placing it down where we want to start out new roads. So what should we name this town? I'm going to name this town Bantown. Oh no. Let's go for Barton. Almost like our previous town, Bartek. So we're going to start out with doing some of like the essential things we need to do when we start out. So we're gonna apply some jobs for our people. So Reinhardt is gonna be our carpenter, and we're also gonna get one trapper, and we're gonna make sure that we do not take the same one to become another profession at the same time. I did have a bug with that long ago, so trying to avoid putting the same work for one or two different works for one guy. It ended up removing my trapper's knife once when I did it. So we get a traveler. What do we want? I was thinking about joining your settlement, but it looks like you're even worse than I am. The traveler would like to leave you 2 baskets of corn. Yeah, sure, we need some food. Why not? So we should get an stockpile where we can store some resources. Like that. Later on we're gonna move this into one or more buildings, so we can have it at a better place. And we should gather some trees, which we're gonna need for making furniture, we're gonna need for making houses. And we should set out the trapping ground as well. And we do play this in survival, so we gotta make sure that we do have footmen later on as well to protect our town. And one thing that I did have problems with the previous town, it was that people were like falling through the ground. It was no way that I could get them back without reverting real far away from the previous save, so I thought it would be more fun if we start over here. So I hope you guys do not mind it too much. There are some bugs here and there, so it is what it is for the moment. Okay, so let's get a workshop. So here we'll be using it for making different kinds of furniture and stuff, so that's gonna be really good. And we should queue up a little. We should make an farmer's tool, and we should also make sure that we always maintain some doors. So we're gonna maintain 1 door, we're gonna maintain window frames. I'm gonna go 6, I think. I kinda use many windows frames, so we're gonna go for many of them. And also gonna maintain 2 mean beds, and 4 chairs, and 2 dining tables. Okay, this is actually a table for 1, so I think I'm just gonna craft 2 of them, because I kinda like these more, the dining tables. So let's see what we're gonna do. Anything else inside here for the moment? We could make a sword. Yeah, let's make a sword. We're not gonna use it yet, but later on we're gonna use it. And we wanna get this weaver's spindle fairly early on in the game, so we'll be able to make upgraded cloth armor and make the footmen have a better arm as well. So upgrading equipment for workers and for our warriors, which you do not have any at the moment, but so okay, carpenter rank 1. And now we can make the weaver's spindle. I'm gonna maintain some wood wall mounted lanterns. I'm gonna maintain 2 of these, and now we can maintain 2 of these dining tables. Allows a group of people to all eat together like grown-ups, and this is really good because you can really like put these dining tables together. So you can make it like a huge long table, or you can make a wide table, like having 2, 1 at each side, which I might do just to try it out. Should we make any park benches? I generally do not really use them. We can maintain 2 wooden dressers as well, and we can maintain 2 of the writing desks. So we'll have some stuff for put for houses. And what more should we do? We could get some more of this wood. We could need a lot of wood. So what we also should do is to make our first house. We can choose between pre-made ones made by the developers and some that are made by me as well. But we're gonna make our own house. So we're gonna make some floor first. And this is just gonna be a house where people are gonna live basically, so gonna be a pretty simple house, so we can have more than one living here at least. We can go for brown walls, I think. And we're gonna go for wooden columns. And we need to have a door so they can actually enter and exit through it. So this is one of the new doors in the new version, a double door. Pretty cool. I think you can make some real nice with it, some castles or whatever with it. And we need to have some window frames. I think we're gonna go for one at this side and not gonna have any in the back, I think. And one here. So it's actually 4 window frames. I normally have a lot of windows, but I'm actually gonna skip having it this time in the back. And we can choose roofs, so we can avoid the blue and the red for the moment at least. Those require stone. These 2 require wood. And I think we're gonna go for... let's go for brown roof. And I don't know, which direction should we have this in? Should we have all directions? Yeah, let's go for that. Looks pretty good. And we could draw a little bit slab here and there. This used to be like the previous floor in the game, but not anymore. Okay, congratulations to level 2 in Carpenter, that's good. So now we can also choose to add some furniture, which we want to have in our house as well. But we can only see the one that we have for the moment. I hope they're gonna change it later on so you can actually see all of the ones that you can actually craft. And this is one thing I hope they're gonna change as well. When I'm putting down this bed here, you see like it's underneath, so we're actually seeing like below the floor. So I'm really looking forward to when it will be what it's supposed to be. And there's some... okay, it was correct. Maybe it is actually the floor. It's just this white thing that confuses. So really hard to see which way are the correct way. I think this should be the correct way. So we can have a few beds inside here. Let's go for 3 beds. Since it's not gonna be any like super nice looking house, can I have some basic things? Oh, are we attacked? Oh, it sounded like we were attacked. Okay, we're not. So we need to have some chairs as well. And do we have anything? No, not more interesting things. So I think that... should we have another? Nah, I think we're going for that. That should be good. And we can start build this one. We can save it if we want for later on, but we're just gonna start build this one. Do we have any other news? No, here's a level up. So that's the one thing that's really great with Alpha 6, that you people actually level ups and like get more health, they get new like abilities. Like the craft is really interesting because like the carpenter will be able to like get some random different items. I did do that with my previous town and get some more luxurious chairs. Looked a little bit different compared to the normal wooden chairs which we have here. I don't remember the name for it. It was like fancy wooden chair or something. It was kind of fun that they have added something like that at least. And we should get one of our people to work as a farmer as well. Cannot forget that because we need to make sure that we have food for our people so they're gonna stay happy. And I'm not sure if they can actually die for not having food. I have never experienced it myself, since trying to get food is like a high priority direct when I start, because it just sounds like you should have food. So I think we're just gonna grow some simple things here. We're gonna go for some pumpkins and just grow a lot of them. I think we're just gonna start with this field, but later on we're gonna get some better foods. We're gonna get like this silkweed roots, which we're gonna use with our tailorer, weaver, and make different clothing. So gonna be really useful. And we're gonna get 3 guys sleeping already. So what I think we're gonna make sure now is to have beds for our people so they can sleep. They have some place to go and eat. We will get some meat and pelts from the animals here. And soon we'll also get some food here once this farm is done. We might need another farm pretty early on. But the one thing that's really great with Alpha 6 compared to like Alpha 5 is that we can go inside here and we can actually change a job. So for the moment this person here is a normal worker, but you can change into a carpenter and you can revert back to worker, or you can go for a footman. And if it works like they said, they should like keep their levels. So if you have a carpenter level 4, goes over to become a footman for a period of time and goes back to carpenter again, it should be a level 4 in carpenter still. But it makes it more like important, I would say, to keep your people alive, because they will be worth more in my opinion, because they will have those acquired skills, which are gonna make them more worth in our town to keep them safe. But yeah, I'm gonna try to keep everybody safe. I really don't like when people die in my games, and it's the same like when I play like strategy games, which are more like for combat between players. Losing one troop, it's like, no, why? So I always try to like keep them alive, but there are some frustrating things with this game for the moment. But it is alpha, but there are some really frustrating, annoying thing with like the goblins in the game when you play survival. And that's one of the reasons I choose to settle down here, because we're most likely gonna get goblins either from this way or that way. In the previous game I did play, we did like start up here and the goblins were like down below. So once we put it down the ladder, we like get down and start to move around here. We approached the goblin camp, but it was like we activated them to move and attack us. And they haven't been like attacking my village at all, but then we're like, okay, we're gonna go and just go and crush him, because I went down there and wanted to go and kill me after that. So that's why I settled down here instead of being up here, because last time it was so much problems with it. And I think we maybe should gather some of these silkweed as well. We can have use for it, and we need it for making a weaver's spindle as well. And we could gather some of these flowers as well, which you can actually do things with in this version. In the previous one it was like nothing, you can like replant them, but in the new versions you can actually make like flower basket pots, and you can like hang them outside of the houses and so on, so you can make it really like decorated. I mean, either have them inside a house or have them outside. I'm probably gonna use mine outside, I would guess, but you can make it look pretty nice. So I think when we can actually do it already, probably. So we will get some pumpkins here, but we want to get some more food as well. But I think we're actually gonna grow some silkweed now. And we can also grow flowers in this version, so we can grow the 2 different flowers. But we're gonna go silkweed at this one and get some nice pumpkin food. We might have some bears lying around here, not sure, haven't checked. Normally when I start out the game I kind of try to start out close to berry bushes. It's pretty good like early food and easy to get. So pretty good place to start out with, I would say. I would recommend that. Okay, we actually do lack some wood, that's why they stopped. Well, let's get all this wood. And like one of you guys commented, one of the things they wanted to see was a forester to be able to plant and regrow trees. That is a high priority for me as well. I really want to be able to plant trees, not only because I want a resource, but also because I want to use it to like decorate my town. I think it's really important to like have some trees grown, some bushes. Maybe you can have apple trees in the future. Pretty sure I can be able to have that. So there are like so many features that's not in the game yet, and it's really happy to see that they keep updating this game pretty frequently, I would say. And even though there are many bugs in this game, it's not always like you get these naughty ones, but the problem I think that I did get with my people starting on the ground, there was no way to get it back without loading back real far back in time. So the reason I think was because when I saved the last games, I did start like dig down in the ground, and basically when I loaded the game, I think they were standing there and that bugged them out, and they were actually like inside like this wall at that server game, and that wasn't very good. Okay, ravens got upgraded. Maybe we should name this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna name some people here. How was it? Like this it was. So this is gonna be Felix Masterson. Not sure if it was a girl or a boy though. I think it's a guy. And we can name one of the people also here. We're gonna go for that guy. Just gonna name Heath is gonna get a new name. Where do we have him? Heath. So we're gonna name this guy to Bartek. So those are 2 people I named before. The previous town was Bartek, when I had a guy named Felix Mash's son and that as well. But this house is soon getting done. And I really hope that we're not gonna need to like revert and do too much of that. It's really frustrating. So I'm very sorry that we do have to do this all the time, but it is what it is for the game for the moment, so. But guys, I think this is gonna be it for today with Stonehearth, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys next time, so thanks for watching, hope you had a good time, and see you guys next time. Take care.